Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, the legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife.
Marie.
And you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here, youtube.com/Steve and Larson, and available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell next to it if you're watching us on YouTube. If you're listening to us in the audio realm, try using CastBox. Yes, we are available on the iOS podcast app, Stitcher, all sorts of those other places.
Pretty much anywhere.
But we ask that you try out CastBox. We have a terrific partnership with them. You can download it for free on iOS.
It's a good app. Nay, a great app.
Or Android, and then hit up the Going In Raw podcast. Hit subscribe, and believe it or not, that's actually a great way to help support
Really
Going In
is.
Raw. It's completely free and it's completely easy. Another great way to support Going In Raw is by hitting us up on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steven Larson. You don't like watching ads at Going In Raw? Then kick in $1 a month and you get the show ad-free right there on the Patreon. It's a fantastic way. You'd be surprised. A lot of people are, Patreon, what good is my $1 going to do? It actually does quite a bit.
It adds up.
It adds up. It all adds up. Exactly. And then we're also available at prowrestlingtees.com/Going In Raw. We got a great selection of shirts there. And at the Friendo Market, we still got plenty of the Chicago sticker packs, and we've got a handful.
Do you have graphic?
Probably. Let's take a look here. Do I have
There's a lot going on there.
What's this right here? There it is. So look, there's our banner.
There's graphic.
Look, we look so goofy right there. Anyways, yeah. So we got no extra larges left, but I think we've got a plethora of larges. I think we have
I think of everything but XL.
we might be low on 2XL too.
Could be.
I don't know.
Could
But
be.
anyways, check it out. I've made sure to remove the sizes that are sold out.
Good.
At Friendo Market. And as always, I get notifications on my phone whenever anybody purchases something from Friendo Market. So take a look. If you like something and you order it during this show, we're like QVC. If you order it within the next 55 minutes, we'll read your name on the air. They don't do that
They
at
actually
QVC.
take calls.
Yeah,
We should take calls from people.
Oh,
who bought stuff.
yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, and live on air?
Yeah.
Oh, we should start doing that. You buy something on Friendo Market, then Skype in. Hey, Steven Larson, I just bought one of your Chicago packs. Cool, man. That's awesome. What's your name? The Devil. Anyways. Man, I've been catching so much shit today, Larson. The Kyle O'Reilly shoulder gate incident is blowing me up right now. It's blowing up. Y'all are a bunch of assholes, by the way. The funny thing is,
You thought of all the potential fallout of that interview. That didn't even cross your mind in the least.
I
huh?
didn't even realize.
I'll be honest. When I saw it the first time, I was like, "Oh, he put his arm on Kyle's shoulder."
Yeah.
And I thought it was gonna be for that bit where he says, "Oh, a real Larry King over here."
Yeah.
And you were just doing that for a moment.
Yeah.
Before continuing on.
Yeah.
And it just stayed there, lingered.
I'll be honest, man. I was totally fangirling on the inside, obviously, right? But I was totally and completely Babe might not have been with me, but I was totally and completely in comfort with those guys.
Yeah.
So I felt totally natural. I didn't even know that I did that until people started bringing it up, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I guess I did." So yeah, I don't know. I think it's funny. I can laugh at myself very easily, but yeah, that's been my morning. There's like one particular still shot of Kyle O'Reilly's face, and he just looks absolutely miserable. I'm hoping it's not because my hand was on his my hand was on his shoulder. Maybe it was.
I don't know.
What are you gonna do? You know, you live and learn, I guess. Right?
Exactly.
That's gonna be my new thing. I'm just gonna start putting my arm on everybody's shoulder now.
That's not a good idea.
Anyways, somebody had a good theory about why Thayer Thabata is a step away
Because he
talker.
doesn't want your arm on his shoulder. Because he didn't do that to me.
Yeah,
Just to you.
yeah. So I don't know. Anyways, it did make me laugh. The response to the interview so far has been fantastic. Though.
Yeah. Same with the
Undisputed Era one.
interview that went today. Cassius Ohno.
Yeah.
Great response so far, and Ringside News
Yeah, that's right.
actually had it on their front page.
Yeah, they did a thing where does that make us like we've been linked to now? Does that make us kind of journalists? in a respect?
Kind
of. We went out
I
and-
guess in this sense, there was no regurgitation on our part.
It was all OG.
Yeah, so that's good.
Yeah.
Usually we regurgitate and then talk about it.
So for a short spell, we were journalists.
You could wear your journalism cap.
My little hat with the little card. Don't they have like a card
Yeah.
in it? Is that their credentials? Where they used to
Maybe.
put their credentials?
Put them up in the band of their hat.
Yeah, now it's a
Maybe.
lanyard, I think.
Yeah.
But back then, you put it in your cap.
Yeah.
Oh, let him in. He's press.
Yeah, because it just said it's a piece of paper that said press on it.
Right.
all you
Then they
needed.
realized everybody just
all you
started doing
needed.
that.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Cassius Ohno interview is up right now. I really enjoyed it. You know, these were really, really quick. I don't like to. I always feel like I'm inconveniencing people. Evidently not when I have my arm in their shoulder, but when I'm just simply taking up their time. So it's 6 minutes, but man, it's 6 minutes of really good stuff. Cassius Ohno, like as soon as you start talking to him, you feel like you're his best friend.
Yeah, he seemed like a really good guy.
He's like the warmest, kindest, gentlest, dude who doles out nasty elbows and kicks. So that was a lot of fun. Tomorrow, we've got a really good interview with Shayna Baszler. This one, there's no arm on shoulder, and it's well lit. Because the Cassius Ohno one, so he wasn't like on the official list of people to be there. He just was walking by, and I said, "Hey, Chris," because like I'm on the inside apparently. I said, "Chris." I said, "Hey, man," and he said, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm a big fan of yours." I'm like, can you give me a quick interview real quick? And he was like, "Yeah, of course." And I didn't realize, but I was like in the least optimal place for lighting at that point. So I like jacked up the contrast or jacked up the.
You stylized it.
Yeah, I stylized it. Skip bleach.
That's what you got to do.
If anybody knows about filmmaking technique.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a good one. And then the Shayna one was really good too.
I listened to the bit where you were talking about the T-shirts.
Which bit about what now?
Where you asked her about, is it cool to wear T-shirts of bands that you might not really know much about?
Yeah. Oh, you have oh man.
So I watched that bit.
Yeah. Hey, she pretty much sided with you though on it.
Yeah, because that's the correct
in the
side.
end. Yeah. Here's the thing. I've never really thought that it was okay to totally I guess what? I own a Slayer shirt. I don't wear it. Number one, it's really ill-fitting, but I also wouldn't feel comfortable. I'm with you on it, but I do feel like you go way too far.
How?
You expect people to know each and everything about a band.
No, I don't
for
expect
them
that. I was
to-
giving you a hard time about the Tool stuff.
Oh no! Well, I thought we were in kayfabe.
Oh, sorry.
See, kayfabe it works.
Yeah.
You can't dial back and say no. I'm actually a reasonable person. That doesn't work. We're supposed to be unreasonable.
All right, then-
and the correct answer is in the middle.
If you don't know the entire time, like each member of the band's been in the band,
Right.
the exact years to the day, then
Exactly.
you're not a real fan.
No business going to Hot Topic and buying that Tool shirt.
No.
And in fact, you can't even buy it from Hot Topic. You have to buy it from Maynard himself.
Yeah, out of the trunk of his car.
Exactly.
And if you buy enough shirts, he'll toss in a bottle of wine
Yeah.
because he makes wine as well.
So Shayna, she put an end to that debate, and she also divulged which brand she would prefer to be on.
There you go.
So check that interview out
That's
tomorrow.
going up first thing in the morning, right?
That's a lot of fun. That's going up at 8.
Oh, I better reschedule that match then.
8. Well, we can do it opposites. We can do that one at 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern, and then we can do the Saturday show at 8. Yeah,
All right,
we
all
can.
right,
that's
all right.
fine. We can do that.
I mean, it's
our
not a
channel.
it's
We can
not
kinda
it's
do
not a
what we
huge
want.
deal. I can just go into YouTube and reschedule it. It takes.
We'll
2
talk
seconds.
about it afterwards. It really doesn't matter.
Let's take some super chats here real quick, and we'll get to the news. Alto got his TLC ticket, sitting second row behind announcers. Cool.
Oh, that's cool. Oh man, can we send you out a shirt or something?
Yeah. In the end we decided not to go after TLC tickets because it's that's good.
It's not good.
It just makes more sense for us from a business standpoint to
Yeah.
stay here, sit in that room back there, drink a couple beers, watch TLC with everybody else.
Because we also kind of feel that chances are, because they're going to be heavily on the West Coast in the next couple of months, there's going to be a Raw or SmackDown at Sacramento,
Or at least a house show.
or at least a
something.
house show.
And we'll go to that, and we'll get our fill of live wrestling there.
I kind of prefer that over a pay-per-view, anyways.
I think here's the thing. For me, it would be SmackDown, then pay-per-view, then SmackDown house show, pay-per-view, then Raw.
SmackDown TV
Tops.
or house show? What's tops?
Top SmackDown TV.
SmackDown TV, then SmackDown house show.
And it will either house show.
Okay.
Preferably SmackDown because I like the roster more, but it's just a house show because there's no commercials. There's
Yeah,
not,
okay,
there's not
yeah.
a whole lot of downtime. Raw is 3 hours. There's a ton of downtime.
Yeah.
For all the commercial breaks.
Yeah,
so I feel
no,
like
I
on
agree.
SmackDown, you also not only get SmackDown, you get 205 Live as well.
You know what's odd though?
And maybe Mixed Match Challenge if that's still going on.
That entire list, the very rock bottom for me is WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It's the longest one.
It's a long show.
It's WrestleMania. I'm in the Discord right now. You can join the Discord. Again, $1 a month on
$1.
Patreon gets you access to the Discord.
There's all sorts of Kyle O'Reilly stuff there.
I'm putting Adam Darwin and Fat Bastard Champ Alex Foster. You guys are now officially on my shit list. Congratulations. And whoever made a goddamn emoji of my arm on Kyle O'Reilly's shoulder, I don't know if Jimmy Thomas made this, but he put it in there. You're fired. You're out. You're on my shit list.
That's excessive.
I was going to send all three of these guys Christmas cards. Now you're not getting a Christmas card.
I'll send you guys Christmas cards.
You're not sending anybody.
Guillaume
anything.
Halili. I was going to propose to my lady today. Then remember that I'm alone and don't have a lady. Just kidding. It's Friday and I'm happy. It's the weekend. Here's $5.
So does he have a lady or no?
I don't know the JK if that refers to everything or just part of it.
Yeah, I don't. Then I remembered I'm alone and don't have a lady. JK. Are you getting some or no? You getting some action or no?
This is all very confusing.
I'm very confused. What's next?
Dylan, what should main event Super Showdown and what will?
Well, Universal Championship? Is
Not on the line.
That's not okay.
It's going to be Undertaker Triple H.
Oh, no. What's the what, Dogs of War, right? Isn't that the thing?
It's Braun
Shield versus Dogs of War?
Yeah.
That's main event.
No. Undertaker Triple H is main event.
Oh, I'll bet you a 6-pack on that one.
Okay.
Okay. Of the finest American beer.
The real retardesty. Any friendos going to the October 2nd SmackDown in Portland?
Hit us up on Twitter. We'll retweet it and
Yes.
put a call out.
Alto, do Taker reacting to you impersonating Taker?
Hello, is this Steve here? Yes, it is. Number one, why is your arm on my shoulder? I thought we were calling each other on the phone. Depths of hell, I put you down like a dog. Stop doing me.
William Geo, listening to y'all while trying to get some work done since tomorrow's homecoming at my college.
They have that for college?
Yeah.
Like a dance?
I don't think it's a dance. I think it's more like a huge football thing. now.
Okay. When I think homecoming, because
I don't know. No, in high school is a thing. But
yeah, I
think
got my steps are in high school now, so homecoming's a thing. So,
Yeah. Jose Alaguna, Steve here, a.k.a. NWO Larry King.
See, that's why I don't think Kyle O'Reilly was upset with the shoulder thing, because he had a really funny burn on me. He called me NWO Larry King. So I think he was okay with it.
Yeah. My favorite part, though, was when you said that you always level your gap to 110. He did this. Pay attention to his reaction. That's great.
I didn't notice that. That's funny.
Chilluminati, baby. I don't care what Adam Cole says. Larson is undisputed.
Well, Chilluminati, baby, he's not part of the Undisputed. You got to induct somebody from within.
Yeah, Steve's right. Though I appreciate the sentiment. Shane Anonymous, hey, friendos. Hope everyone's having a great day. It's going all right so far.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's good.
Another one from Dylan. Great Cassius Ohno interview, Steve.
Oh, thank you very much. He made it very easy.
Yeah. Robert Lawback. Andy Friendos at Raw House Show in Cologne, November 7th.
What now?
Raw House Show, Cologne, Germany.
Again, tweet at us.
Yes.
Let's hop into the news, and we'll get to the rest of these stupid chats in a bit. Where's the news?
It's right here.
Is this it right here? Oh, cool. HBK,
Yeah.
is that lead story?
Yeah, that's lead story, man. He's coming back.
Think I'm cute. I'm coming back. I cut my hair so I look like an asshole.
He doesn't look like an asshole.
He's gonna be goofy in his ring gear with that haircut of his.
Mm-hmm.
He should have I don't know. He made it so insurance salesman. He should have at least buzzed the sides a bit, made it a little contemporary.
I know.
But all they did was just chop it off and clean it up in the back.
Yeah.
And it's
it's all combed back.
Not a whole lot going on up here.
No, he should just cut it all off. Like Triple H.
So that's cool. So what's the deal? Crown Jewel? Is that what's going
apparently. So, back on Wednesday, Cage Side Seats reported that Dave Meltzer mentioned on Wrestling Observer Radio that there were plans for Shawn Michaels to return to the ring, likely taking part in a tag match pitting himself and Triple H against Glenn Jacobs, mayor of Knox County, Tennessee, and Mark Calloway, The Undertaker. But then he followed that up in this week's Wrestling Observer newsletter saying, quote, Shawn Michaels coming out of retirement match has been confirmed for the November 2nd Saudi Arabia show called Crown Jewel Michaels and Triple H will face Undertaker and Kane on a show that will be headlined by Roman Reigns defending the Universal title in three-way against Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman. Sources in WWE confirmed that Super Showdown will set up the angle to lead to the tag match with Michaels coming out of retirement after 8 years in Saudi Arabia. Michaels, for years, had been adamant that he wouldn't come out of retirement, but the money offer was likely too much to turn down.
Jeez, wow, that's impressive.
PW Insider has since confirmed that HBK will be in attendance at the October 1st episode of Raw, which is the go-home show for Super Showdown, and that it, quote, looks to be setting up Michaels' return to the ring. Now, not long ago, I believe we covered it, HBK said that based on the work he's been doing at NXT of late, he kind of had the itch again to perform, to wrestle. But he was pumping the brakes on the idea that he's going to be able to get back in the ring after 8 years off. It's got to be, what, 50 around there now?
Yeah,
maybe over.
Yeah.
And be able to perform at the same level he used to.
Yeah.
So he said the most likely scenario be a tag match with Hunter. And that seems like exactly what we're going to get.
Yeah.
Which is exciting.
Yeah. The question, of course, would be similar to, and I know that this is a bit different, but similar to his return in 2002, 2003, he took it. He wanted to do that first match and just see where he was at.
Yeah.
I wonder if this could be similar. Obviously, he wouldn't be coming back for another 5-year full-time run. That's obvious.
Yeah.
However, I wonder if this
He's 53.
If this situation, if he's happy, and I think it'd be two things. Number one, if he's happy with his performance, and number two, the money thing. And it's interesting to me that the money thing was a deciding factor.
Well, I think that's Meltzer's speculation as much as any sort of
all right.
official
Yeah, fair
confirmation
enough. Fair enough.
I mean, if you have a check with 6 zeros at the end of it, it's gonna be hard to turn that down.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. So if his performance is what he wants it to be or exceeds expectations, because he's a guy, especially since his second run, anyways, who always seemed to be, keep his expectations sort of in check. At least when you hear him talk about stuff after he went through his career and his retirement and had to deal with all the personal issues that he went through and found, I guess, God, and then got really level-headed for his second run, which was amazing, which was fantastic. It always seemed to be, well, is the performance good? If the performance is good, I would suspect that he would be, interested in
Potentially up for additional matches.
Yeah.
Which brings us to the inevitable power ranking.
Power rank.
Power rankings.
Power rank.
Who in WWE do we want to see face off against HBK? 10 HBK dream matches. Number 10.
Triple H.
We've seen that countless times.
Yeah. But
where's the new? Give me something new.
Well, it would be new because they haven't done it forever. That's why he's at number 10, because for one thing, we're going to get it. Well, that's not necessarily true, because they have done a lot. And new Shawn Michaels. Number one, they ain't going to be 10 matches. That's why this is at number 10.
No, I know.
That's why we're
lucky to get
10.
3, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
But who's to say we're going to... Just because this is just 10 potential opponents. Not 10 matches.
All right, number 9 would be Roman Reigns. He's the top dog in the WWE right now. That one's dope. So Roman Reigns, and on top of that, Roman Reigns can put together some good matches.
He can with the right opponent.
With really good matches.
Number 8, Andrade Cien Almas.
That's good. That's probably one of the least likely ones to happen.
I know, but it'd be a stellar match.
Unless, if he keeps on impressing Vince. John, there's this great guy named Cien Almas. Cien stands for 100.
He's 100. That's the back of his shirt says.
Yeah. Number 7. Yeah, you got it exactly right here. He's filling in from 1 to where we're at. So 7 and 6 are question marks, huh?
Yeah. Who else in SmackDown?
Well, now we got to go down to NXT. Well, number 7. How about Adam Cole Bebe?
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's got to be number 6.
No, okay. I'd actually put that at number 5, to be honest.
Yeah,
with
no,
you.
me too.
I'd flip those ones out because there are shades in his persona.
Yes.
Of Shawn Michaels. Obviously, he's a strong advocate of the super kick.
Yes.
Which Shawn Michaels brought, sort of to prominence during his day.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's at number 5. We got at number 7. Who's number 7? 7.
What about Drew McIntyre? Shawn Michaels always had the ability to face off against larger opponents and make the matches feel believable.
Oh, I like this better. Pete Dunne. Pete
Oh,
Dunne.
yeah.
Because here's the thing about Pete Dunne is that, besides having to sell the X-Plex stuff, the map-based stuff,
Yes,
that would be
good.
really fun to
That would be good.
see, like he did against Kurt Angle,
Yes.
try to counter that stuff.
Fair enough.
So number
6.
7, Pete Dunne.
6, Finn Balor.
Triple H guy versus Triple H guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
5, Adam Cole Bebe.
We already mentioned him.
4, Johnny Gargano.
That's a dude that HBK literally said, working with guys like this, I would love to have a match with guys like this.
Yeah.
Johnny Gargano. So
3,
that'd be fun.
Seth Rollins.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't put. I would actually take Finn Balor off there and put Ciampa on there. Because that was kind of. Didn't we just talk about that question the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, put Ciampa on there. I like that answer.
Oh, that's a good answer. 3, Seth Rollins. 2, Daniel Bryan, former student.
Oh, yeah.
And 1,
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles.
Of course it'd be AJ Styles.
Yeah, it'd be AJ Styles.
There'd be 90-plus years between the two of them in age. I think 1 and 2 could totally be interchangeable. AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan.
Totally. I mean, the match quality would be roughly the same regardless of opponent. With Daniel Bryan, you have the added storyline of Daniel Bryan facing off against one of his former teachers.
So me personally, I might even would put Daniel Bryan number 1 only because the look on Daniel Bryan's face during the entire feud, if it was the entire program, I don't think he'd be able to take the smile off his face.
Oh, and it'd be hard.
And that's like infectious smile. Daniel Bryan is my favorite.
Might be best Daniel
Bryan, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, those are all good answers.
Great list.
A couple other people here in chat said Joe. That's a good one. Velveteen Dream.
That would be good.
That's a good one. I like that. Jorge Salas says Diesel.
Well, I mean, he just won the belt.
He did just win it. Does he still have that?
I don't know.
We should look into that. So
All right.
anyways. Yeah, no, those are all good answers.
All great answers. Yeah. I mean, really, anytime HBK gets in the ring with, like, top-of-the-line talent, it's going to be good. And basically, you mentioned this the other day, basically everybody in WWE, given the right story, given the right creative, can be top-of-the-line talent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, they all have the physical tools.
Yeah.
They all have charisma.
They all have gumption.
They all have gumption. They all have the ingredients. Mm-hmm. It's just putting the ingredients together.
That's right. Yeah. Anyways, let's talk about Sasha Banks. This is sad.
This is a bummer.
Yeah.
Breaking news this morning from WWE. Sasha Banks is hurt. And she is out of the Mixed Match Challenge. Mickie James will take her place to team with Bobby Lashley. No word yet on the nature of the injury, but of course this comes just a couple days after it was announced that Alexa Bliss was out, replaced by Ember Moon, teaming with Braun Strowman. And apparently Alexa has some sort of arm ailment, sort of injury.
Yeah.
This is a bummer. Part of me... Do you think they can just be pulling some of the women out in preparation for Evolution?
I thought that maybe it was possible that this wasn't actually an injury, like an actual injury. Mm-hmm. For one thing, WWE has no problem, doing medical reports and injury updates.
Yeah,
in kayfabe.
They'll kayfabe them. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, man. Like, she wrestled 2 weeks ago against Dana Brooke. Is that right? This week was Bayley. The week before that,
the 7th is her last televised match.
The 7th, 2 weeks ago. Okay.
But then she wrestled that following weekend, the house shows.
Okay.
But I don't think she's wrestled since.
So I mean, there's the possibility that it is. There's the possibility.
It could. Yeah. She could be hurt. Definitely.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's a situation like Alexa. I can't remember if it's a newsletter or somewhere else that said that she was dealing with some numbness in her arm. Mm-hmm. And that she was cleared for kind of like light activity.
Yeah.
Not, like contact. So she can be involved in angles and such on TV, maybe take a bump here or there.
Yeah.
But she can't actually, she's not up for a match yet.
Yeah.
And I wonder if maybe something similar with Sasha where it could be an injury. Potentially nothing serious. It's kind of a nagging injury.
Right, yeah.
And they just think, all right, well, we want her to be involved at Evolution since she's a huge part of everything they've been doing the last 3 years or so. We don't want to risk her further injuring herself, so we'll put her on a limited schedule, take her out of Mixed Match Challenge. Speculation, though.
Yeah. Because Mixed Match Challenge seems to be, like, I'm not going to say it's, like, not important to the WWE because they're probably making a good chunk of change from Facebook of it. And I think if I read, I mean, at least for the first episode of it, the numbers, I think, were pretty good on the first episode of it. I think. So, yeah, that's possible. Evolution's a much bigger deal, I would think, than Mixed Match Challenge. Somebody on Twitter today said, with Sasha injured, does this mean that the women tag titles are off the table? I don't think Sasha is like, a necessity to have them debut a whole new division. No. But that being said, this maybe it's probably it's just them being cautious. It's like their schedule is already rigorous. Add one more match of bumps to it. And granted, I know the Mixed Match Challenge is a lot of silliness, but still,
Yeah, there's still bumps being taken.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, next story that I'm sure you're excited about, Steve. WWE and Impact.
Oh, man, we're talking full invasion storyline, talent swaps. We're talking a WWE co-branded Bound for Glory presented by Mixed Match Challenge. That's what this is going to be. Okay, so Austin Aries champion, Roman Reigns champion. Is that the match we're going to get?
No.
At WrestleMania in the main event?
No.
What's going on here, man?
PW Insider broke the story Tuesday. There was some sort of meeting between WWE and Impact. This is what they had to say. Quote, Impact Wrestling officials Ed Nordholm and Scott D'Amore met with several high-ranking WWE executives last week at WWE headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut. PWInsider.com has confirmed with several WWE sources. Vince McMahon was not involved in the meeting, we are told, but members of Triple H's team were in attendance. One WWE source described the meeting as a general discussion about the two companies and as a chance to get everyone in the same room as opposed to a specific negotiation. When contacted today by PW Insider, Impact officials declined to comment on the nature of the meetings. One Impact source specifically stressed that the meetings were not regarding the sale of either Impact Wrestling as a company or its video library, stating neither are for sale. However, Dave Meltzer mentioned this in this week's Wrestling Observer. Quote, details of what was talked about aren't available, but we did hear that it was the Impact side that was pitching and the WWE side that was listening. Don Callis wasn't at the meeting. The belief is that it had to do with the WWE Network and the tape library. But then he quickly changed the story.
Yeah.
It was a meeting that WWE requested. There was said to be no substantial news out of it at this point. It was not Impact pitching ideas as reported in the current issue. So this update came right after the newsletter.
Yeah. Well, yeah, let's be clear about this.
Could it just be as simple as let's just sit down and talk and just kind of say, hey.
Yeah. Where you guys at right now? You need any help?
I mean, you never know.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. I
mean, like the tape library thing would have made a bunch of sense.
Yeah.
But if they're saying that's not part of the deal.
So I hate not sourcing this, and I'm trying to remember where I read it, but I cannot. So I apologize. This could be me pulling it out of my ass, but I'm fairly certain I read it. That even though Impact, number one, is doing a very good job. I mean, it's kind of obvious. They've got a Bullet Club versus Impact match coming up on the Jericho Cruise, which is great. The Young Bucks are going to be involved in that, so that's awesome. I do really love that. I think it was Matt Jackson who, in response to Impact tweeting out, who would you like to see in the Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame? It turned out to be Abyss. He responded with Generation Me. So I loved that. I thought that was great. But the fact that Impact is repairing relationships that had been damaged really, really, badly because of the previous regimes. Their relationship, they are in a relationship mending phase, and even though creatively they've been actually on a really good tear lately, they're still not at the point where they're making money, and so it would stand to reason that given the WWE, and this is for the future as well, the WWE Impact is bringing in the kind of talent that WWE will be looking at in the future. It would not surprise me at all if OVE ended up in WWE in NXT a year from now. Wouldn't surprise me at all. They are killing it right now in Impact and pretty much everywhere in the independent circuit. Although I do wonder if Sammy would go back to the Solomon Crow name, if not the hacker gimmick.
No. And no.
Oh, so you really think that? Is there a precedent for somebody who had a name in NXT, left, used their old name, or used a different name?
Yeah, Cassius Ohno.
No, but then came back to use the name they still had in the independent circuit. That's a bit different.
EC3.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good one.
And he was Solomon Crow for he was hardly on TV for a very short period of time.
So I would think Sami Callihan would be the thing. I think you're probably right about that.
Yes.
I could see Moose there. I could see, any number of the people. Tessa Blanchard's almost definitely going to be there within the next couple of years. And because of that, WWE probably would love to have, this has to be all about the tape library. And I don't think for a second they're going to sell it, but they damn well could license it.
Yeah, and if you parse the statement, we're not regarding the sale of Impact as a company or its video library, stating neither are for sale.
Yeah.
Did say nothing about licensing.
Yeah. So whether or not WWE would be interested in a licensing agreement, you know how they are, man. They want to own everything. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what the price would be, if there is a price for that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you got to figure, like you said earlier, if there's enough zeros at the end of a paycheck, say, well, we'll offer you this. No, we're good. Okay, well, 10 times that.
Yeah. Here's another zero.
Here's another zero to that.
Another zero.
Right? At a certain point.
Yep.
Because it's a vast and very interesting tape library. And it's not just for, guys like AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, but so many of the guys, let's say they want to do another Sting DVD. Well, he had a huge career in Impact.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe, obviously,
Yeah, AJ, Bob Roode.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys who made their names in TNA who are now in WWE. If WWE wants to do any sort of retrospective on their careers, they're going to need some.
And more people are going to be going through Impact to get to WWE. And why wouldn't they, the same kind of thing, you see Ring of Honor footage pop up here and there. I mean, that's got to be, I would assume WWE is paying some sort of licensing fee for that stuff.
Yeah.
And so I would think the same thing. Now, this is complete and total ridiculous speculation, but I would doubt that it would be the impetus. But maybe the streaming game. Well, no, yeah, I don't know. I'll put it this way: it seems completely likely that this has everything to do with the tape library.
That seems the most likely thing.
Here's the thing: if this was New Japan and Impact meeting, I'd be like, okay, wow, possible talent exchange. That's interesting. If it was anybody else but WWE, but it's WWE.
Yeah, all they really want is more tape.
All they want is more tape.
They just want more content for their network.
Exactly. And Callis is like one of their head of creatives guy. He wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Triple H and Stephanie, they're the head of creatives. They're not there. It's just people from their team.
Yeah.
So that seems to be the case.
Or the most likely case, at least.
Yeah. But you know what? You have to kind of appreciate. By the way, I was watching Impact this week, and I had a killer idea for WCW, for World Cruiserweight Wrestling.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You're coming around that idea. It's pretty good, huh?
Well, my version of it.
Let me hear it.
Well, I'm gonna put it on the Saturday show because we're actually gonna talk about Impact then.
Oh, we have to. That's right.
Yeah. We love to. We like to. That's what we're gonna do.
Does.
Yeah, exactly.
I just sit here and listen.
Moose, have you seen the thumbnail of this
No,
episode?
that's good. I like Moose a lot. I think he's really good.
In a rainbow splatter romper.
That's pretty cool.
It's like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Moose is the best. Anyways. So yeah, probably much. But, it also speaks to, Impact seems to have grown-ups in the room now that, are probably decent to deal with as opposed to what it was before. You probably get some Dixie Carter in the room and it's like, what do you want?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you even ask that?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Now you have Ed Nordholm, who's like, okay, Ed, you're not going to release these emails now, right? You're not secretly taping us, are you, Ed?
Let's talk about Cody Rhodes, former Impact superstar Cody Rhodes.
I love Cody Rhodes.
So the latest 10 pounds of gold dropped, and in it, Cody was asked about his impending free agency. That's what he had to say in these transcripts, courtesy of Cage Side Seats. Quote, January 1st is a very tricky day. We live in a, I guess it's taboo to talk about it, but I'm okay to talk about it. I become a free agent. And looking at how this year went with my exclusivity with Ring of Honor, how much fun I had, and how much challenge I was presented, looking at what I did with New Japan Pro Wrestling, looking at what happened with All In, there was no way to map out last year. No way. So I feel like I'm so found, but I'm also so lost at the same time. This is the thing. Points to the 10 pounds of gold NWA title that tethers me back to reality. I know that this moment on September 1st that I got to share with 11,000 people, become the NWA World Champion. Everything right about wrestling was in that moment. So no matter where I go, whether I stay with Ring of Honor or whether I go to WWE or whether I commit to New Japan Pro Wrestling for full time or whether I just become the NWA World Champion, traveling the globe, carrying the 10 pounds of gold, taking Jack Briscoe photos everywhere. I can't map it out. It's tough, and I think the only thing I know how to do in this case is what I did last year. It's what I'm going to do this year, and that's go with my gut.
Well, that's a tough situation. This dude he is already within. When did he leave WWE? When did he get released? 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
Yeah, something like that.
How do you follow up what he just did? You know what I mean?
It'd be hard to go to WWE knowing odds are you're just probably going to be in the mid-card.
So if he went to WWE with the group, with the Elite,
it'd be a different scenario.
And they've been pretty firm. I'd be pretty stunned if whatever they did, they didn't do it together, given that they've said that so concretely.
Yeah, it seems like they have a pact to do things together for the foreseeable future.
This does seem a little more loose than we're all in this together and we know what we're going to do next, or we actually, whatever we're going to do together. They seems a bit looser than that,
Yeah, but how much of that is just for storyline too?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and that's what I figure. But that being said, there's obviously some kernels of truth here. And God, man, talk about how do you follow up All In?
I know. You double down. That's what he said.
That's gotta be I don't know, man. If I rode such a high, how do you get out of that funk? It's like, man.
Well, here's what one of the things I remember post All In, the actual show, when after the cameras stopped rolling, after the pay-per-view ended, but everybody was in the ring talking, and Matt was talking about, hey, after this, I'm paraphrasing. We want to do something else, but we're not ready to confirm anything. We don't have any graphic. And what did Cody say? Oh, we have a graphic.
Oh, did he say that? Oh,
yeah.
Okay, all right.
He seemed just as much as anybody, maybe a bit more stoked to try this all over again.
Yeah.
And seemed like for the large part, he's one that tweeted to Meltzer, "I'll take that bet."
Yeah.
He was one that wanted to go out and prove that they could do this.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's got to be an incredible high for showing that you can do it, but it's got to be in some ways even more challenging to do it again.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So maybe that's the challenge they want to tackle next.
Yeah.
Is showing that wasn't a flash in the pan. It wasn't a fluke thing. This is something that's sustainable.
Yeah.
That might actually be the harder thing to accomplish.
Yeah, and everything I've seen with the guy, he seems to have a super level head on his shoulders.
Yes.
So, you got to appreciate that. And I think that's kind of probably the personality you want if you're going to keep on doing your own thing or just figure it out. So yeah, I don't know. It's that's all interesting stuff. I'll check out that 10 pounds of gold. That's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What'll definitely be interesting is how that NWA championship scene plays out.
And I think we'll get a pretty good idea come October 21st.
Is that the 7th anniversary show? Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Whether Cody retains or Aldis gets it back.
Yeah, because he has he's already defended it though, right? Hasn't he? No,
he has a defense against Willie Mack.
Yes, in Championship Wrestling from
in Ring of Honor. There's a Ring of Honor TV tape.
But then he showed up at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
Yeah, but he didn't have a title defense.
Right,
it's just an appearance.
Did he say anything about coming back there though?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, when's that Ring of Honor match happening?
Don't remember. Sometime between now and October 21st.
It's not a Death Before Dishonor, is it?
No, I thought it was a TV taping.
Okay. All right. That's cool. So yeah, I don't know. That'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like I hope the dude just sort of, I always appreciate it. We can talk about one of our favorite bands, Radiohead, How they didn't really try to follow up OK Computer with something
that
else.
Sounded like OK Computer.
They went straight into, we're just going to do whatever we want to do.
Well, I was reading a thing while I was waiting for my lunch about Nirvana making In Utero, and that was their attitude. Mm-hmm. It's like, we made so much money. Nevermind was this enormous success. We pretty much have carte blanche now.
Yeah.
And then you combine that attitude with working with Steve Albini, who does not like record companies. And that was one of the things he wrote, like a 4-page mission statement to Nirvana, which saying this is what I'm going to do as your producer. And one of them is no record label executives were allowed in the studio.
No, that's great.
They just wanted an environment where they could just create, and not worry about the business aspect of things.
Yeah.
And it's interesting when people achieve success with some relative degree of independence, and you have the financial security there to know, okay, now I can take a risk, a serious risk. Mm-hmm. And I at least if it fails, it's not going to like completely ruin my career.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
From a financial perspective.
Yeah.
And I would think that all of the guys in the elite have achieved some measure of financial security where they can start taking some risks.
Oh yeah,
trying new things. And like we saw with All In, hit a home run. Mm-hmm. So see if they can do it again.
Yeah. See if they want to do it again. I mean, it's kind of like when Kenny talks about he would be okay with being the guy that never went to like the biggest guy never to go to WWE. This is sort of a loose analogy, but to do All In and just keep it that one magical moment. That one singular moment in time when everything was perfect. Why try to replicate that? Why try to make it bigger? It was perfect that one time. I wonder if there's any desire to leave it alone.
Oh, I don't know.
And then do something completely different,
Well, I
go smaller. Just do a series of 500,
do it in 500 in a parking lot somewhere.
Yeah, Mexico Plaza parking lot.
I don't know, because if it
because where does it stop? You know what I mean?
No, I know.
Double or nothing. Let's do 20,000. Okay, then what do you do for number 3? Like at that point, where does it stop? There's something.
You need a stadium show, essentially.
Yeah, there is something very poetic about that one moment, that perfect title.
But I think they're not content to just say, "Hey, let's show what we can do," and then go back to business as usual. What is for a while was going to Kenny's catchphrase is "Change the world."
Yeah,
and I think he's been pretty vocal about changing the pro wrestling landscape.
Oh, did she just send this? 12:43. Oh yeah, Karen, our reporter on the scene. Cody versus Willie Mack is going to be Saturday, September 29th, which I believe is a TV taping.
Okay, that's a week from tomorrow.
Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, Death Before Dishonor television taping.
Okay, week from tomorrow.
Cool.
And so I guess in my mind, All In was, if that's their intention, then All In was kind of the kickstart of all that.
That could be. That totally could be. Oh, hey, we got a StreamLabs.
Oh, wow.
Let's see who's this most wanted. Said, here's some pocket change. I hope you guys get a chance to review the Marine 6. We're working on
that.
We actually have several people out there working.
We're trying to make something happen, something very special.
Make something happen, and it would be very, very special.
It would be pretty cool.
Yeah, we got a link down in the description if you want to kick in at StreamLabs, and I got a little alert here. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Let's talk about, in our last news story, one of the competitors at All In, Rey Mysterio Jr. So
Wolverine.
Yeah, that's a great outfit he had.
That was awesome.
So earlier this week, we heard that he had officially signed a 2-year deal with the WWE, which apparently has an opt-out after 18 months.
Oh, interesting.
So we can opt out 6 months early.
You could say adios, muchachos.
And there's an exclusive story from Ringside News, which states that not only will Rey have his return match at WWE Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia, but that his opponent could be one United States champion.
Oh, wow.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Instant dream matchup right there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. That's really great.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
Boy,
if it were to come to pass.
Talk about a friggin' like it's. I'm gonna try not to take Rey Mysterio for granted now. He's old, or older. He's like our age.
Yeah, he's in his 40s.
But given what he can do in the ring,
Still.
still, I'm going to treat every match like it's his last one. And I hope WWE does as well.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, just dole out some dream matches. Cien Almas. We ever get Rey Mysterio versus La Sombra? You see Chelsea Green debuted at Lucha Underground?
Yeah, that was great.
Oh,
She's
awesome.
with Marty the Moth, right?
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
I thought so. I thought
Okay.
I saw that. I thought I saw still him with her over his shoulder, but I could be wrong.
just saw the Destroyer.
Yeah, man.
Oh, she's the best.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome.
Anyways, I'm sorry. Getting back to started thinking about Ray. I started thinking about Lucha Underground. Dude, yeah, but come on, Ray versus AJ, Ray versus Daniel Bryan, Ray versus blah 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 blah. Everybody we just listed in the HBK
Yeah, pretty
one.
pretty much.
So yeah, that'll be cool. But that's great. That for a first time, man, Shinsuke's got to be jacked about that. He's got to be excited about that if that's the case.
Yeah, no,
So
that'd be awesome.
that's really cool.
All right, question time.
Question time.
RONP 0523. Hey guys, longtime fan, first time in a long time be able to see a live stream. Thanks for keeping me entertained during those long overnight drives. Brimo!
Would you? I got. Hey, speaking of which, I got a tweet from somebody saying I use your podcast to fall asleep, and now when Larson does that, it wakes me up in a shock terror. So maybe you should think about our audience before you start saying that Bremo garbage.
I apologize for the inconvenience. However,
you got to kill it now, man.
No, I don't know if I'm
You're
gonna
waking
change.
people out from their slumber.
I apologize. I apologize.
These friendos out there.
I apologize. However,
What is that? However,
Dylan, what criteria is required to wear a band T-shirt? Just like own one of their CDs and listen to it.
Yeah, so here it is.
That's really
Here
it.
it
Actually
is.
appreciate their
No,
music.
don't own one of their CDs. What is this, 1996?
Sorry.
Have a playlist.
Have some basic knowledge of their oeuvre.
Here's the criteria. If somebody walks by and see, oh, you got a Rainmaker shirt, that's cool. They say, hey, Rainmaker, or oh man, Okada.
Yeah.
Then you're supposed to say, yeah, Rainmaker.
Yeah, he's the best. What would you prefer? Pre-balloon Okada or current
It
Okada?
doesn't even have to go that deep. Doesn't have to go that deep. Just I know who he is and I appreciate the work. That's all it is. I have a tool, so I never wear it because it's oddly fitting on me. Like the arms are super tight, but then the midsection is like way blown out. I'm like,
weird.
Who is this made for? Somebody with really tiny arms, but then like really, really big in the midsection. It's really weird. So I don't wear it, but it's a great design, and it's like also like super white, so like it would just blow out the screen anyways.
Yeah.
But the design is really cool. So yeah, and that's what me and Shayna were talking about. If somebody walks by and says, "Hey, Tool, yeah, I appreciate them. You appreciate them. We're on the same.
Yeah.
We're
Part of the
same.
club. Yeah, no,
we're part of the
I
club.
listened to that part.
Yeah, exactly.
But you also have to be prepared that if someone wants to engage in a longer conversation, you know what you're talking about to a certain degree.
No, you don't. No, you
Yes,
don't.
you do.
No, you don't. Why? A longer conversation
Because then
about
if you-
the minutia of their stuff?
Not by the
How about
minutia.
yeah.
Like say if someone like I'm wearing a Radiohead shirt and someone says, "Oh, Radiohead, have you ever seen them live?" I can say yes. Here. It was great.
Right.
Saw them tour before they
You're
released
talking
In
way-
Rainbows.
You're just saying too much. I got to get to my bus, dude. I got to get to my bus.
Well,
I
you're the
didn't
one.
know
that-
I was going to get
you're
into
the
a
one-
conversation.
Well, there I just proved my bona fides.
I wasn't looking for your bona fides. If somebody comes to me and says, "Hey, Tool, oh man, I love them. Have you ever seen them live?" Nah, but I've always wanted to. Cool.
But then they might say, "Oh, I have." They played like for 3 hours. They played all of their first album.
Yeah.
And they did like a 10-minute version of.
That's great. I got to catch my
of
bus.
Sober.
I got to catch.
You
my
got to be
bus.
prepared for that, though.
No, I.
You do.
Why? I don't have to be
Because
prepared for
it
anything.
could happen.
You might get trapped in that guy, and they put their arm on your shoulder.
Yes.
You're stuck in a conversation.
Grim Morningstar. Not sure why Steve's arm on Kyle O'Reilly's shoulder is a big deal or seen as awkward. I think it shows that the guys are normal and not above their fans.
I completely and totally agree with that. Also, people so Kyle put out a tweet saying it's silly that people are mad about the lack of a guitar entrance.
It's just cool being in the game.
It's just cool being in the game. And some people are like aiming that at me or something because that was in the interview. And I just felt I was just giving the dude a platform to respond to that, which was like something that a lot of people were talking about.
And even when you asked him about, that's pretty much exactly what he said.
Yeah.
Is that we're just, what
Right, yeah,
the animation is whatever. We're in the game and that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Dylan, hey Larson, what brand are your metallic gold shoes? They're Nike Air Max Zeros.
Mm-hmm.
They're not so metallic shiny anymore because they're dirty. I need to wash them.
Super kicking it with Kelsey, friendo of the show.
Yeah.
Which 5 wrestlers would you choose to be in a wrestling boy band? Who do we know can sing? HBK,
Yeah.
He's in a boy band.
Yeah.
We'll put him in a boy band.
Yeah.
Brian Zane, he carried a tune.
Oh man, he really did a good job in that. If you only knew video.
If you only knew video.
Yeah, he hit that high note pretty well.
Yeah. So there's two.
I was really impressed.
Who else sings their own theme song? I know I'm thinking of this.
Someone now sings their own theme.
Yeah.
Why am I drawing a blank?
Who sings their own theme song now? Come on. We know this.
I know. I can't think though.
Who's over there on Raw, on SmackDown? AJ and Shinsuke.
I'm drawing a blank.
Who sings their own song?
Totally drawing a blank here.
All right, people, help us out. Who
Who sings their own theme song?
Damn. Does Leo Rush sing his own? Is that his own?
No.
Didn't he? I thought he came out with a rap song.
He did.
Okay. Well,
We
Leo.
can
I'll put Leo Rush
All
in
right,
there.
all right.
Leo Rush. What's his face? That dude I can't say. Mark Andrews.
Oh yeah,
This is the worst.
he sings. That's his voice on that
The
song.
worst.
It's not the worst.
That was the worst. And then we need one more. Papa Buck.
Kyle Young, yay or nay? Christmas bucket of popcorn. The popcorn tin, yay or nay?
So the popcorn usually isn't quality in
No,
that.
it's not good.
However,
It's a hard nay for me.
it's a hard.
A hard nay. I really don't like popcorn that much, anyways.
Yeah.
It's a hard.
Our
nay.
Truth.
Yeah, there you go.
Aiden and Our
Yes,
Truth.
yes.
Okay,
There you go.
Oh yeah, Marty had that thing. Oh, Joe Hendry. How do we not say Joe Hendry?
Joe Hendry, yeah. So hard no on popcorn tin for me. Steve, what do you think? You love popcorn.
Yeah, dude. I think I'm a hard no, though.
Yeah.
I think I'm a hard
hard
no.
nay.
I need some quality, and even some movie theaters are garbage. Yeah. Nothing like good popcorn, though, man. I'm telling you.
There's a lot of things better than good popcorn.
I'm Austin Rentz. Asks Steve if you could rest your hand on any wrestler's shoulder, who would it be and why? I've already peeked. It's Kyle O'Reilly because he didn't put me in a submission
Yeah, he
move.
should have put you in a Kimura right there. Josh Little, who would be the Avengers of pro wrestling? Pick 5 men wrestlers and 2 female wrestlers.
Oh, is Tyler Breeze? Did he do his
Yeah,
own?
yeah.
Yeah, okay, Tyler Breeze. Alex C says Bree. Oh, Braun can probably sing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Elias.
Oh, John Cena. Oh my God, Elias. So many.
Yeah.
many.
So many talented individuals.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
5 male wrestlers, 2 female wrestlers create wrestling's Avengers. Captain America's John Cena.
Yeah.
Thor, Braun.
Oh no, Thor's Hulk. I'm sorry.
Braun is Hulk.
Thor is powerful, but also personable. I'd say more Roman is probably more Thor. If they let Roman chill out a little bit.
All right,
Chill Roman's like Thor.
Whose vision? That's all that really matters.
Whose vision?
We need Iron Man. Seth Rollins is Iron Man.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I think he's actually worn that suit before.
Yeah, he has.
Okay. Whose vision? I don't know.
Drew Gulak is vision.
You need somebody who's dispassionate.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Aleister Black is more
there
vision
you go.
than anybody.
There you go. And then we need 2 women wrestlers for Black Widow and Scarlet Witch. Becky is Black Widow.
Yeah, I guess. But she has red hair. Scarlet Witch, Black
she
Widow. She's sometimes.
Yeah, she
she's
did in one of the
blonde
movies.
now.
All right, Becky is Scarlet Witch then.
And then I don't know. Peyton Royce is the other one.
All right.
Let's see here. Oh, David Porter taking out Undisputed Era. What WWE wrestlers would you want to complete GTA heists with? Well, Xavier,
New Day.
yeah, the New Day,
Yeah.
and it's 4.
Yeah.
So you and those guys,
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
Dylan, do you think HBK will come back again for WrestleMania? 1 match at a time.
Yeah, 1 match at a time for sure. But that would not if he's happy with Crown Jewel.
He'll
We're
probably do
getting
another
HBK at Mania.
maybe.
That'll happen. Mr. Triple Mania himself, Juan Guerrero Jr. Steve, can you have a conversation? This is for both of us. Can you have a conversation? Wait, do you do Dr. Wagner Jr.?
No.
Okay, he says, can you have a conversation where Dr. Wagner Jr. explains Triple Mania to The Undertaker?
It's the most insane wrestling you will ever see in your life. I don't know, Dr. Wagner Jr. One time I wrestled a man named John Gonzalez who was naked. He had super thick bush. His little bell end had me wishing I was in the depths of hell. I thought that was a fake suit.
Oh, yeah.
Michelle, get your Lady Jim out of my
It always comes
tools.
back to Lady Jim. Mr. Unforgettable. Jesse Ventura was in the original Predator along with a bunch of jacked dudes. It's true.
And Shane Black, who was not jacked in that movie. Isn't that weird? The nerd in that movie ended up being like a big director
Oh, I
guy.
didn't realize that.
Yeah, that was Shane Black.
He's doing the new Predator movie, too.
Yeah, he did.
Cast wrestlers that should have been in the new Predator movie. Who will be the lone survivor?
Who will be the lone survivor against Predator? Who's the Arnold of today?
Well, it's John Cena, man.
Yeah, that makes sense.
John Cena. He'd
Boy,
be the lone survivor.
They need to spend some of that TV money and getting the Predator rights.
I know.
License.
John Cena, Drew McIntyre.
Oh, that'd be great. And then Drew Gulak.
Drew
He
Gulak.
could be the Shane Black character.
Seth Rollins.
Oh, man, it's killer.
Oh,
Killer team. And then Miz, Shawn Michaels, and Becky Lynch all
you go.
reprise their characters from the Marine 6.
There you go.
This is my favorite tweet maybe of the month because this is so perfect. Future Pirate King Monkey D. Luffy. You know how WWE likes to use social media to progress storylines sometimes? Wouldn't it be funny if Aleister Black revealed who his attacker was on Twitter out of the blue? That is so perfect because they totally do that kind of
Start
shit.
subtweeting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Mr. Dope, which Gatorade is better? Red, blue, or yellow?
Red. It's either orange or yellow.
It's orange.
Those are the two OG. I think orange is OG, isn't it? That's like the original Gatorade.
Oh, I thought the lime green one.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
It's either orange or lime green.
It's orange.
There's no wrong answer with those two.
It's orange.
But once you start getting into the blue and the red and the green, no, man.
Red's not terrible. I used to drink the red.
Come on.
Orange is best.
It's either orange
It's
or
orange.
lime
We
green.
got another one here, $2 that was retracted.
Thank you, retracted.
Sean Lathrop, who will be the bigger star, Velveteen Dream or Peter Dune? That's a tough one.
So I think Velveteen Dream has more potential if used correctly, but Peter Dune is the safer bet. I'd say that. I'd put more money on Peter Dune
Yeah, I can see that.
because I think he's a super safe bet. Packers 101. Do you know the reason why Ciampa, Cross, Kendrick, and Murphy aren't in 2K19? I do not. From what I understand, the wrestlers themselves can opt not to be in the game. Beyond that, it's up to the WWE.
Well, Ciampa said that he didn't want to be in it.
In character, he said that. See, that would actually make all the sense in the world.
It
I'm
would.
not sure why Nikki Cross, Brian Kendrick. I mean, he's not much of a featured player anymore.
Yeah.
Buddy Murphy's ascent, I guess, was recent enough to be in the game, but so I don't know why that would be. Nikki Cross, that's a head scratcher.
Because she was in last year's game.
Well, they both were, but Ciampa makes sense.
Yeah.
Nikki Cross doesn't make any
I don't
sense.
know. I don't know.
It's weird.
TN1C, should Kyrie lose the title at War Games to Bianca and Bianca loses at Brooklyn 5 to Io Shirai, or Kyrie beats Bianca and Kyrie loses to a heel Io Shirai?
I kind of think Shayna might pick it back up
It's entirely possible.
at the next takeover
Yeah.
or Evolution. That's happening.
Evolution, yeah.
Spoiler alert.
What?
I think that happened.
Oh,
during the
yeah,
taping.
sorry. Oops.
Sorry.
Well, the match didn't happen.
The match didn't. Yeah, the match
didn't
didn't.
happen.
It's happening in Evolution.
Timmy Two Dope. Let's say they both debut the Raw SmackDown after Mania. Fantasy book Velveteen Dream and Keith Lee from debut to next year's Mania.
Jeez, that's a long time.
All right, Dream goes to SmackDown. Keith Lee goes to Raw.
Okay.
They'll probably instantly turn Keith Lee heel.
Right. The nicest, gentlest guy this side of Cassius Ohno. They're going to turn him heel. They'd probably do something silly like that.
And they'll feed him Roman Reigns.
I wonder if it's gonna take them a while to get Velveteen Dream right. It's probably gonna take him getting released.
Zach Stolpa learned today that my school is anti-Bullet Club merch. You can't wear Bullet Club merch.
It's not surprising. It's got the word bullet on it,
It's
man.
got guns on it.
Enough shit goes down to those schools, man. You don't need people walking around with bullet
John
on
Baylor Jr. I actually only like Bree's entrance for Bree mode. You kill it every time, Larson, so thanks.
See, even when you do it to that degree, it makes me shudder. So you don't have to scream it anymore. How asks, if you had to choose one WWE guy to be immediately released and go to the indies to rebuild his brand, I'm assuming we can't choose Neville because it's probably already happening.
Maybe.
Who would it be and why? Who would you say, go to the indies and rebuild your brand? Who's in the loser's locker room? I wouldn't say that to Kurt. I wouldn't say that to maybe Bo Dallas.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Maybe Bo Dallas.
Good answer.
I'd be interested. I think there's so much potential in that dude.
Yeah.
And I would love to see what he would do somewhere else. Maybe he'd do a whole lot of nothing. Maybe he'd do a whole lot of something. I don't know. Where do you think he would go? Because that dude could put on some good matches.
Ring of Honor.
He feels like a Ring of Honor guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, feels like a Ring of Honor guy.
Power Packers 90. Aiden and Marty and Buff Bagwell, I guess, for the singers. Aiden's a good singer.
Did Buff
Marty's a good
Bagwell
singer.
sing?
I don't remember Buff Bagwell singing. Oh, Sean Lathrop asking the same question again. Higher ceiling, Pete Dunne, Velveteen Dream.
I think Velveteen Dream probably has a higher ceiling, but like I said, Pete
Dunne's more of a sure bet.
Yeah.
Tommy Cat, Chris Hero is my hero. Dude seems so cool.
Man, seriously. Completely and totally.
Josh Little, wrestlers to be in a buddy cop movie. He suggests Finn and Braun. It's a good pick.
That's a good pick. We've had this question before. A buddy cop movie?
Yeah.
I would actually go with Elias and...
Oh, no. Leo Rush and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, but you want both guys to carry their weight. And I'm not sure Bobby would be great. But Elias and Leo Rush could be... Oh, no. You know what I would go with? Ooh, how about this? Leo Rush and Kevin Owens. That's the buddy. Because talk about opposites.
Yeah. Jay Sean Lawrence attending Oaklamania next week, where I get a chance to meet Chavo, Johnny Mundo, JR, and most importantly, the GOAT himself, Scott Steiner.
Oh, those are all great
Amazing.
names.
That is incredible.
You're probably going to be surprised by how gentle Scott Steiner is.
Yeah, he's super mellow these days.
Everybody was saying that he's like super mellow. Dude just knows how to cut promos.
Yep.
Anyway, is that it for show?
That's it for show.
All right, patrons, stay tuned. The $5 and up a month mark on Patreon. You can get on right now and check out our post show. It goes live in about 5 to 10 minutes. So patrons, stick around for that. And until next time, we'll talk to you guys. Let's get some Helton, get some music. Thought you were gonna do the music. I thought you knew to do that.
You didn't know it. You didn't know how to do it.
Didn't know it.
Didn't know.
There's music. Anyways, thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.